what we got here. Look at this dude styling and profiling.
It's the retired look. Man.
The retired look. Wow. Well,
this the I didn't have my time look. I was on a good run. I had a good run look.
Wow. Well, let's get into it. FightHype.com here with my man, Olympic gold medalist.
Yes, sir.
Undisputed super middleweight champion. Undisputed light heavyweight champion. Future Hall of Famer.
I ain't got a vote.
Andre Ward Dre.
Hope so, though.
What's good, man?
I'm good, man. It's good to see you, man.
Oh, man, come on, man.
It's good to see
I
still
you.
got love on FightHype, even though I hung them up.
You always got love.
About that.
Always got love on FightHype, man. Always, we definitely appreciate you showing us love,
Sure,
man.
man.
Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, man, I haven't talked to you really. Well, that's not true. I've spoken to you. We've had conversations and everything, but we haven't
not
spoken.
a real conversation.
Right. We haven't spoken officially on record since you retired.
Yeah.
Man, talk to me about it, bro. Take me back to the time when you made the decision. I mean, I know at that time there were some rumblings about a possible, contract with HBO. Obviously it was fresh off of the pasting of Sergey Kovalev for the second time. So you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you say, you know what? I'm good. I'm out. Deuces.
Yeah.
What's
I mean, first of all, man, I appreciate you guys, and I mean FightHype specifically, and all the supporters of FightHype, just being patient with me, because obviously you guys have, not just myself, but like really just done a great job in the sport, and you supported me and other fighters the right way, objective opinions. You guys are very consistent with the content, and just done a great job, man. And right after the retirement, I told you, I was like, man, I just kind of want to let that sit for a second. We're definitely gonna get it in, and I appreciate you understanding, man, and being patient, because I've had so many people that haven't shown the support, have not had a lot of good things to say, and they were told, hey, man, the same thing, and their response was totally different. So I appreciate you guys, man, first and foremost. And yeah, man, it played out pretty much like I've always envisioned it playing out. Just to kind of give the quick version, I mean, and not to get into too many details, but yeah, it was Josh Dubin, James Prince, my team, they were working, and Peter Nelson over at HBO and his team, they had a very lucrative deal put on the table, multi-fight deal, and it was there, and I was days away from signing it, and I was getting ready physically. I was feeling good, and coming off of both Kovalev fights, coming off of just pretty much 2016, and then 2017, like just the consistency, and then going into post Kovalev too. Like I was feeling good, looking good, man. I hadn't been that consistent in a long time, so it was just one of those things, man, where I've heard retired athletes say that to me before, that like I would ask them, like, man, how do you know when it's time to make that decision? And a lot of them will tell me the same thing. You're gonna know. You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna tell your wife that that's it. I don't want to do it anymore. And that's how it happened, man. I've been dealing with a lot of just wear and tear from the sport for many, many years. I don't talk about a lot of it because I can't really show that kind of weakness. When I'm getting ready for a big fight. My opponents are looking for anything that they can to gain confidence and to just try to find a chink in my armor. So just because we didn't talk about that stuff doesn't mean it wasn't going on. Got 23 years in boxing. I'm an all or nothing kind of person, so I gave it my all. Like I dedicated every bit of my life, man, physically, emotionally, mentally. It just came to a point, man, that there's a lot of money on the table, and I didn't have the desire to go do what it took to go get it, and that was a sign. When you as a fighter, in my opinion, when you start talking retirement, Not just in a broad sense, but when you start talking about retirement, like it's in the forefront of your mind. When you start just even like verbalizing that kind of stuff, that's a red flag. And if I couldn't get up 100% for this 3-fight deal, if I couldn't give HBO everything that I had, I didn't want to sign up for it. And I made the decision. My wife supported me, and then we started making phone calls, man. And we started, going through the tedious process of undoing, stuff. And I'm thankful, bro, because after I got past my wife, after I got past my kids, after I got past my team, my biggest concern was just my business relationships and how they would, just take the news, so to speak. And it was nothing but love and support, man. HBO showed me, a lot of love. They appreciated me, coming forward and just, being clear and honest about my intentions. Jordan, Larry Miller, H. White over at Jordan Brand, nothing but love and support. They said, man, no, we love watching you do your thing, man, and we've enjoyed it over the years, man. We appreciate the way you're going out. So at the end of the day, man, tough decision. And, also concerned and feeling a certain way about the fans, man, because the retirement, but then also how it came. Nobody saw that coming.
Including me.
Nobody saw it coming. And I mean, I can see when I released the video and I'm looking at some of the comments, some people just say, man, dope video, man, I love the video. And then they start getting it, like after about 10, 15 minutes, like, hold on. I started seeing questions on it, like, wait, did he retire? Then somebody else would comment, and then it just snowballed, man. But even that day, like, a lot of love, a lot of support. I was overwhelmed. So, not an easy decision, but I feel like it was the right one.
How do you, because I know, fans then, and even when they watch the video now of you talking about it, it's still going to be hard for them to comprehend. How can he walk away from money and this, that, and the other, and da-da-da-da? But I know I've spoken to you on several occasions, and you always talk about how important it is to get your business right. So clearly, I would think if you made that decision, you want to grab your water, it's over there. Yeah, but clearly, if you made that decision, I would think that you had to have felt comfortable in your financial situation, in your future, and all that, knowing that you're going to walk away from all that money. I'm not sure if you can explain that or put that into words, but
thinking behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's gonna be a shock. It's like if I was on the outside looking in, and I'm a fan and a supporter of Andre Ward, I'm gonna pause like, wow, like it's crazy. Like this dude is 33, came off the biggest win of his career, and like you said, the top of the world. And I feel like I've done enough at times in my career to reach the pound for pound #1 status. Several times I felt like that. But this is probably the first time, universally, that it was acknowledged. So you got all that stuff. And then, obviously people are gonna look at the money, they're gonna look at the opportunities, and they're right, all of that stuff is there. But I think the key for me is I got a core group of like good men, great men in my life. People who have already been up the road and they know what to expect. And I've gotten great mentorship from them throughout the years. I learn visually. I learn from watching and asking questions. That's always been my thing. And I watched the sport for many, many years. I fell in love with it early. 9 and 10 years old, not just from doing it, but like just from watching and respecting the craft and learning the craft. And then I started to, follow guys like Roy Jones and Roy talking about the business end of it and starting his own promotional company. And like, man, what is he talking about? And, why is he taking that kind of risk and understanding and learning over the years? So to say all that is to say, I fought, I made money, I did what I did with the end in view. I had to be realistic that at some point, and I don't know when, it's gonna end. And I just think sometimes as athletes, that's where we go wrong, man. We think it's gonna last forever. And we spin that way. We floss that way. We move that way. So it's not to say you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you should. But you gotta, at least for me, I had to fight, I had to earn, I had to progress with the end in view. So when that day comes, we're not trying, me and my wife not scrambling, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Of course, you gotta adjust some things, you gotta change some things. You know, you're not getting the big seven-figure checks no more. You're not getting the big six-figure checks no more. You know, you got more consistent income through other stuff you're doing, sponsorships, speaking engagements, appearances, stuff like that. So there are some adjustments, but it's not any major adjustments. And I think that was the key.
Do you remember how long ago it was when you started thinking that way, or has it always been like that throughout your entire career?
No, I'll probably say early in my career, I would hear people talk about fighters that got out too late. I would hear Verge, I would hear my dad, I would hear, you know, Prince. I would hear people in the game say, man, this dude's staying on too long. Man, this dude is broke. What you mean he broke? He got 35 fights. They said, you know, 5 years ago he made $5 million. Yeah, but he bankrupt. So you start hearing that stuff, and then you start asking questions, putting the pieces together. And that's what I tried to do, just try to get as much intel as possible, you know. I want the good stories, I want the bad stories. And then you start to figure it out, and you start to, again, put the pieces of the puzzle together, like, man, this is where guys are going wrong. They fall in love with the sport instead of the sport just being something that they're a part of. You still love it, but it's not all of me. So when it's time to walk away, you know, when it's time to walk away, I can walk away. Because it's not completely, you know, I'm not, what you call it, my identity's not fully wrapped up in this thing. It's part of it, but it's not my whole life. I'm a father, I'm a husband, you know, I'm in the community, you know. In my case, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, I'm in my church, I serve in my church. Like, it's other things that make up Andre Ward. So this is a major part of my life. I'm gonna miss it. It's not gonna be easy, but it's not all of my life where when it's gone, I'm gonna be searching for who I am. And I got a good test during that lawsuit period too, because that's roughly about 2 years. When your name is not in the lights. You know, I had to come to this gym right here and support everybody else. And it wasn't about me. And I had to, you know, I was flying to their fights, supporting them, even though I knew I was gonna get asked questions about my situation. When you fighting? When is this gonna be over? You sure you're doing the right thing? That type of stuff. And just sit on the sidelines and support and root those guys. And I didn't get the sense at that time that I lost. Of course I wanted to get back, but I didn't lose my identity. So that was a good test at that point in time to see my reaction. You feel what I'm saying? And so when we made the decision, man, it's tough. I just shed tears over the decision. I done had days where I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, I really did this, and you know, I could possibly never fight again. It's tough. And I spoke about that on Lampley Show. It's a detox. But I'm gonna have to face this someday. Whether I do it at 33 or 43 or 53. So, tough decision, but I feel it's the right one.
Do you feel retired right now?
Not
Or do you
really.
feel, yeah.
I don't really feel retired. Like, I can still go. Like, I came in the gym last night for the first time since the retirement, and I feel like I can still go. If I had 8 weeks, I can still go. So that's when I don't know what it feels like to feel like, man, I'm done. Stick a fork in me, I'm toast.
Right.
I don't know. So it's harder when you know you can go. I know I could go right now. I've been working out. I stay fit.
Yeah.
People been talking.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you posted a little picture
Man,
about
listen.
it. Wait, before you,
Yeah,
before you go on, officially, how much are you weighing right now?
I'm probably on a heavy day. I'm about what I posted on
199?
my gram, about 199.
Yeah.
I still have yet to touch 200 ever in my life. About 199 though. Consistently, about 195, 196. That's consistent across the board.
Yeah.
And that's just, man, 33, be 34 in February, body filling out. I haven't really stopped working. I took some time off to kind of process the retirement. I've been working though.
Yeah.
I've been working. And it's crazy because I see people's comments like, but what is a retired athlete doing putting on weight? Or why does he need to build muscle? And
Right.
what is he doing working out? He's retired. It's like, man, this is for my health. This is for, man, this is just for my overall health and enjoyment. I love to work out.
Yeah.
Now, right now, I don't have nothing scheduled, so I don't have to train like I used to train, and that's a major relief. Because that's a different type of work, mentally and physically. But I'm just enjoying my life, man. And sometimes I share it with my fans, and sometimes people take it a certain way, and I get it. It's okay.
Well, what are you doing and don't get me wrong, I'm going to come back to that here in a minute, but what are you doing in retirement to keep you, because obviously you got to find something else to do.
Yeah.
If this was your entire life and that's all you know, so now you got to transition and find something else to do. What have you been doing?
My brothers that I kick it with, well, we competing at everything.
Uh-oh.
Everything.
Uh-oh.
That's part of the detox process. Monopoly, dominoes, cards, putt-putt golf,
Yeah.
go-karts,
Yeah.
bowling, basketball, you name it.
Madden?
Madden.
Are you on PlayStation or Xbox?
I'm on PlayStation.
Okay, well, I got to get on PlayStation because I hear you talking a lot of smack about Madden, but I got some skills.
Oh, you can go.
Oh yeah, I can go.
Okay.
Come on, man. I've been playing Madden for longer than you. Confident.
Can you go though?
Of course. Of course.
That's what I need.
We gonna get it on.
That's what I need in my.
I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record the score.
But see, that's the thing though. Before I go public and let everybody know my tag, now I gotta tighten up a little bit. I gotta tighten up a little bit because I know if people start giving me L's, are they gonna broadcast? Oh, I got Dre Ward, so I gotta make sure my game is.
Well, look.
I'm in the lab right now.
To be fair, I've been retired from Madden.
Oh, so it's been a minute.
It's been
How many years?
It's been about 3-4 years now.
Okay.
3-4 years.
I might have to test that then.
But football is football, and I am confident of my skills. So we'll get a couple tune-ups in.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you text message.
Okay.
Let you know.
I need that.
Let you know my handle.
Cause I've been getting it in, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna leave right now. Me and my brother, he's getting ready to come. Deontay, we're getting ready to go to putt-putt golf. He been talking. Like we gotta get it in.
Is that Phil
That's
that
like
competitive?
Yeah. A basketball, like, I'm always be a competitive person. That's never gonna go nowhere. I've been like that. I was knee high. But and then I got other projects going on, man. I have like for me, like business, like just business in general, like business meetings, managing, my finances, managing. I'm working on a documentary right now that's I'm executive producing. And that's been a long, tedious process, but a really rewarding process. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited for people to see that, hopefully this year, fall or winter, sometime around there. Stuff like that, man. I got some things that at the right time I'm gonna share with everybody that I'm looking forward to doing. Maybe around March or April. I got some cool stuff that I'm involved with, and obviously just my family. Like I said, serving in my church, serving in the community. So I'm actually busier now than I was when I was active.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of business. I ain't got nobody trying to knock my head off right now. You know what I mean?
Well, you might soon. I know you're going to be having a newborn in the near future.
Me and my wife, we getting ready to have our 5th child.
Wow, you got a teen now.
Yeah, it wasn't officially. Officially. But I think my wife spoke it into existence, though, because she's always wanted 5.
Really?
She's always wanted 5. I was like, yeah, we're good at 3. And I was like, no, we're definitely good at 4. And we got 5.
She's sliding them in on you.
But that's it. And I'm not gonna tell you how I know that that's it.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
gonna be officially it. Trust me. Trust me on that. Because if I have any more, then I might be talking.
You might have to come back.
I might be talking comeback.
Right.
But no, I got a lot of great things in my life, man. And the thing is, the other benefit too is, even during my career, I was an active father. I was very active at home. Like when I was home, I was home. And so now, when I come home, it's not like my kids are like, "Who is this guy?" Like this dad, like they know. It's the same person. I'm home more, but I'm a homebody. I love to go to work, broadcasting, business meetings, you name it, and then come home. Like that's where I want to be, because I'm always in the lights. I'm always in the midst of something. So I like going home. So that's benefited me, man. It's like really just, and I told my wife this, and she knows, like, I probably missed out on opportunities over the years because I didn't do more things. Nah, you know what? I got 3 weeks until camp. I'm gonna just stay home. I'm not gonna go to New York to do that. And that thing could have been a benefit some kind of way. And I've done that consistently over the years. And I'm not saying that I've turned things down, that maybe I shouldn't have. There's probably things that I should have done that maybe I turned down. But I value my family, and I value, my kids actually knowing who I was when I did retire. Like that, I've heard people say that. And I've talked to people who said, man, I've been coaching, I've been playing for 15 years, and I don't know my daughter, and she's 18 years old. Like, that scares me. So I didn't want that to be, my testimony and my story, man. So between my family, between business, between, a lot of projects, I mean, the phone has been ringing, man, since my retirement, and that's a blessing, man. And I think it's just, just always trying to have a good name, just trying to treat people the right way, and just always having the big picture involved. I never wanted to be just a fighter. Yeah. Because I knew at some point, like, I was gonna hang them up, and I wanted to have a brand, and I wanted to have, opportunities that had nothing to do with me lacing up a pair of gloves or having to punch somebody in the face or somebody try to punch me in the face. Like, when you can make money without that happening, as a fighter, and in my case now a former fighter, that's a blessing. Yeah. That's a blessing.
Does being, like you just mentioned earlier that you were at obviously I know you were at the gym because I was here yesterday too, but does being around all this, does that make it more difficult to feel retired, or does that make it easier because you can come in this environment and say, yeah, I'm retired, but I'm still around this all the time? Because you commentating too, so you're still going to fight.
That's a good question. I don't know, because like I said, I've only been here one time. It's the second time today since the retirement, which is 4 months ago. So I haven't been in a boxing gym. I haven't been in a boxing gym very much. I've been training at other places, for my overall fitness. So I'm around, just athletes in general, not fighters. I have felt it, like the last fight that I commentated was at Mandalay. I went in my last locker room that I was ever in. I walked that same walk that I walked to the arena. I walked into the arena. I saw the setup, and really even before that night when I landed in Vegas, it hit me hard.
Wow. Yeah,
it hit me hard. And that's what I mean. Like, when you retire, like, it's almost like a death. Like, you feel it and it hits you in waves. Like, sometimes I'm minding my own business, and then boom, it'll hit you. It's like, man, it's crazy. Like, landed in Vegas, at the Mandalay, and like all those emotions and everything I was feeling, everything just comes back to you. And it's crazy. Wow. It's crazy. Wow. And then, to go away, and I'm good. I may not even talk about that for the next 3 weeks. But going through this process, now I know why fighters and athletes don't want to retire. They don't want to feel this.
That's deep.
They don't want to feel this. It's not easy. They don't want to feel this. It's not easy. It's tough. but we gotta face it at some point. So I'd rather face it fresh, you know, my wits about me, still in my right mind, than to be, carted off or wheeled off. And people say, man, you should have been done 10 years ago.
Right.
I don't want that. Because I'm still gonna have to deal with that separation and kind of, the marriage being broke off, something I've been doing for 2 decades. I'm still gonna have to face that. I'm just physically not gonna be in the best shape or in the right state.
Right.
So, and I hope too, man, like the thing is this, like a lot of people have been speculating about me coming back because my weight is up and stuff like that. Like I have no plans on fighting anymore. But at the same time, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what God may do. I don't know. Like, I had a discussion with Michael Jordan and he said something real profound. He was like, basically every time that I retired, I believed it. But then when I came back, like I really thought I was done. But then the desire started to come back and I saw that I still had it. And basically he was telling me in so many words, like, this is your decision. Whatever you want to do is your right. So, and that's from a guy who's, greatest of all time. And he's had some stop and go, I'm done. I think I still got a couple more years. And came back and went and played baseball one time and he gets it. So I can't say I'm never gonna fight again. I can say that I have no plans on fighting again. So I know it's a lot.